Hi everyone, and welcome back to the craft room. I'm Rachel.
And I'm Leah.
And today we're going to be showing you how to make tissue paper roses. What we decided to do is make a whole bunch of these, and we repurposed our winter tree into a spring or summertime tree so that we can keep it up all year long. These are all of the materials that you'll need to make your tissue paper rose. You need white tissue paper, 2 different size cups, one larger, one slightly smaller. Our large cup is 3 inches in diameter and our smaller cup is 2.5 inches. You need a pencil to trace around the edge of the cup and scissors to cut out your circles. We are using red food coloring and water to paint the color on the edge of our petals. You can also use acrylic paint or watercolor paint. You're going to need a tray to mix your color and your water, a paintbrush to paint that onto your petals, and glue sticks when you're ready to form your rose. The first thing you want to do is trace your larger cup onto your tissue paper. We opened our tissue paper to its fullest length and cut it down to size just so you can see the whole thing on screen. But we are going to cut several layers at the same time just to make this a little bit faster. Next, we're going to cut out those circles, and you want to cut off the pencil mark if you can so that it doesn't show later on your flower. The edges don't need to be perfect because this is supposed to look like something you would find in nature. You can always come back and clean those up later. For the next step, we're going to take a small dab of our food coloring in our paint tray, and then we'll dilute it with some water. You can do the same thing with acrylic paint, or you could also use watercolor paint. Next, you're going to use your brush to paint your watered down color mixture onto the edge of the petals. Once your petals have dried, you can separate them and get ready to assemble your flower. To assemble your flower, you're going to need your smaller cup and a glue stick. You're going to take your first petal and fold it in half over the cup and apply a thin layer of glue. Then take your next petal and you're going to place it about halfway along that first one, fold it in half again over the cup, and add a layer of glue. You're going to continue this process until you've used about 35 to 40 petals, depending on the fullness you would like for your rose. You can always turn your rose over to check on the status. For the final layer of your rose, you're going to fold the petals so that about 1/3 of the petal goes toward the center of the cup and 2/3 of the petal stays on the outside. This will make the outer layer of petals appear to be larger. Repeat this process until you've gone all the way around the edge of the cup. Once you're finished, you can turn your rose over, and then you can fluff out the inner petals to make it look a bit more realistic. And here's our finished product. I hope that you enjoyed today's tutorial. Please like and subscribe to our channel, and you can also share this with friends, leave us any questions or comments, and you can click on the bell to receive notifications when we post new content. Thank you and have a great day.